Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of, is the purpose of law for morality? Well, we do live in a law-abiding society, so that means that either we follow the law or we go to jail, or we can get fined. But it still comes back to the way of thinking of, well, there's a law, it has to be followed, we live in a city of laws, we need to pay our taxes, we need to do things a specific way, we can't run red lights, we have to go at the green light, we have to pay rent, we have to pay our electricity, we have to pay for food and all these things, and there's laws. You can't kill people, you can't run in the street naked, stuff like that, there's laws. But is it morality? I guess the moral is that you're doing the thing that is best for the population, the society that you're living with, and if that's the morality that you're thinking of, I think that the ways that the laws have been put, at least on paper, is to basically think of life in that way where, well, yeah, you're trying to abide by rules that will make the whole population, the whole society live better by doing the things this way so that we can live in harmony. But then, of course, the problem with a lot of laws is that, unfortunately, well, there's people who take advantage of them, and there's always loopholes. And at the same time, even on top of the loopholes, there's the fact of just basically, how can I say, the fact of politicians and like people in business and all that they actually even own big parts of the big enterprises and stuff like that, and they're making the laws bend in such a way that it's good for them, that's made for them to profit from them, and we are given enough to be happy and to have enough freedom in some way, but we also have a lot of problems because, well, we are not given enough to really go past, if you're born in that middle class, to go into the rich class. If you're born into the poor class, sometimes you can go to the middle class, and of course there's people who work their butt off and they manage to change these things, but that's also like kind of like being able to forget about certain constraints, to kind of let go of some people from your area, to let go of maybe family members and stuff like that, and kind of say, screw it, I'm just going to do my thing and figure out a way to make it, be it moral or not moral. But laws, I think, in their essence, on paper, are made so that we can have better morality, so that we do the right thing to have a basically harmonious society. And through time they've been skewed, through time they've been used up, because the people who have power are the people who are able to skew them into their favor and make their life even better. But again, the reality is that most laws are for morality, but if you're suing someone for $1 million because you slipped in front of their house or you got into a car accident or something, and it's kind of part of life. Unfortunately, nothing's guaranteed. You can get hit by a car, you can slip, you can get injured, you can die within the blink of an eye. There's so many variables, and sometimes the fact of being able to just sue someone that easily because they did you wrong without even doing anything, really, it was an act of nature or a mistake or whatever it was. The world is very volatile, and I don't think necessarily a lot of these people are seeking to have these things bestowed upon them, or they're trying to do something bad. It just kind of happened. Bad time, bad place, bad situation. And that's the problem with all that, is that you want to have a morality within the law, but then people take advantage of it, and they think also that they might be doing the moral thing too, because, well, it's their right to do it, but it's not because something is within the law that it is actually acceptable to do it. It's just that you're following the law and taking advantage of that law. So what was once moral becomes non-moral. And I know it's kind of confusing to think about it that way. And I think if people thought more this way, then we'd have more chaos somehow, because, well, people would be bending the laws all the time. But I do think that people who have power and stuff like that, they do understand that, and they do bend the laws to make it go to their advantage. It's a bit sad, but if you can't change the rules, well, then you might as well coast it in the same way and just follow the rules. But if it's in your best advantage, then just follow the rules and stay within the law. And if it's not moral, well, you're still within the law, because otherwise you just get trampled on and you get used up. But still, as a decent human being, you want to stay good and you want to do good stuff, so hopefully. So that's what I would do. If you can pay less taxes because you follow the law in a certain way, and you go to the right person to claim a bunch of deductions and stuff because you're within your right to do it, well, do it, because if you don't, well, they'll still take your money because you didn't claim it, and that's how you're getting used, basically, you know. It's whoever's smarter, whoever's more able to think for himself, whoever's basically best at thinking and using the law to their advantage is the one who's actually winning. So that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.